G'day trendsetters, how are you today? This is a little bit unexpected for me, but today I'm planting potatoes, seed potatoes. I went down to Bunnings, or the local nursery, the other day and just to buy a half a dozen seed potatoes to plant in my potato bags. And I walked out with a 2 kg bag of potatoes and a total of 23 seed potatoes. So I had to find somewhere to plant them. I've had this bed kind of spare. I had a few ideas about what I was going to plant in it, but it looks like it's going to be potatoes now. All I'm going to do, this soil has been fairly well prepared. I've had worked aged horse stable horse manure into it, and I'll have my rows about 6 inches deep and about 50 centimeters, 20 inches apart, and I'll need 3 rows, and that will leave me 5 spare seed potatoes, which I'll probably, I don't know, just dot in all around the place. If you've got well prepared soil, there's not much to planting potatoes. You just need to dig out a trench, place your potatoes in. I will add blood and bone to the bottom of the trench and work it into the soil. I'll show you me doing that. That's just to supply a bit more added nutrient to the soil for the potatoes. Once the potatoes are up, I'll add the rooster booster, the pelletized chicken manure, and I'll probably buy myself a bale of straw, and I'll mulch 3 to 4, maybe even 5 inches deep with the straw to keep the sunlight away from any tubers that happen to poke up through the top of the soil. And that should be it. The only other thing is, this is very early for me. I'm a week away. What's the date today? Okay, we're about 2 weeks away from the calendar winter. I normally don't plant potatoes until mid-August, so I'm going to have to build some sort of a frame over these rows so as I can throw a cover over. I've got some old blankets down there I can throw over the top of them in case of frost. We rarely get a frost here, but when we do, it's usually a pretty good one. It has to be that cold to frost here. So I will need to do that as well. A little bit of an experiment. I have had other backyard veggie growers over the years tell me they plant now through winter. It gets you out of that blistering heat. We have like 4 weeks of spring. We go from winter, a little bit of spring, boom, summer, and it's just hot. So I'm trying to escape that, just a nice, slow, steady growing period through what we call winter, which is mild compared to a lot of people. But we do get that odd frost. So without any further ado, I want about 50 centimeters, which is generally 2 feet for me. And that's my row. So I'll just excavate to the depth I want. Just put the soil to one side. A bit dry down here, never mind. As you can see, I'm just pushing the spade into the soil, so that's how well pre-dug and prepared it is. The other thing is with this little site, it's quite shady. As the sun moves to the north, which technically isn't correct, the sun stays in the same place, the earth tilts. But as the sun moves to the north, I get this, the shadow comes over to the south onto this bed. But I'm hoping, so I've got about 5 weeks before the winter solstice, and the sun starts coming back. So by then the potatoes will be up enough and the sun will come back enough and everything should be right. Now what else? I'll just excavate this out. I'll fast forward. I don't mind walking in the trench. I don't think it bothers them that much. Whoa. It won't over compact the soil. It will help firm it a little bit actually and stop the potatoes from falling over quite so much. Right, now I'll just add the blood and bone. The potatoes, did I say how far? The rows are 50 centimetres, 20 inches apart. Potatoes, I plant potatoes at the front and back of my foot, which is about 13 inches. It always seems to work all right like that. So I'll just, about 3 handfuls. This is probably, was that a 2 metre row? Sure, a small 2 metres. What's that? One. That's about a 2 metre row. And I'll just use the scarifier just to work that into the soil a little bit, so as the potatoes aren't sitting on concentrated blood and bone there. And grab my taties. I've already done a row here and I know I can get 6 in a row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, I might get 7 in this row. Okay, one more for good luck. It's a little bit close, but never mind. And when I find the rake, here it is. I'll just backfill that. Oops. Always mark your row. You'll never find it. So, just to recap, 20 inches between rows, about 6 inches deep. I added the blood and bone, just worked it into the soil surface a bit. Potatoes about between 12 and 15 inches. I use heel to toe because it's 13, it's easy. And backfill. That's it, potatoes planted. Oh, and water, of course. I've got another row to go there. What else? These are a seed potato. They're a Desiree or Desire. I don't know how to say it. They're a nice all-purpose potato that I've had good luck with here. Anyway, that's it. I've got another row to go. So, if you like this video, found it useful or informative in any way, please give us a like and a share, subscribe. If you've got any questions, bung them in the comments below. I'd more than happy to answer anything, or any tips, any suggestions you've got on what you do for potatoes, what you do for frost, or if you plant this early or you plant later, what you've had success with, all of that. Anyhow, that's it. I'll get this next row in, and thanks for watching. done.